Tonight, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Denver Broncos taking on the Tennessee Titans.
A terrific night for football as EA Sports takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in the capital city of Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games.
And off we go from Denver. KJ Hamler returning it. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The former Missouri Tiger Drew Lock will be at quarterback as he leads out the Denver Broncos.
What a roller coaster for Drew Lock from the NFL draft until the end of his rookie season, because on draft night he thought he might go in the first round, ended up going in the second, and then didn't get to start with the Broncos until near the end of his rookie year. But the Broncos did go 4-1 in those games, and he played very well, working on his agility and his pocket presence in the offseason. And I love how the Broncos upgraded around him in order to give him more weapons.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. The first carry is a Bronco for the longtime Charger. It's Melvin Gordon. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
I know people see Phillip Lindsay's role in Denver changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball in the backfield and move the sticks.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock on the slant, completes to Sutton. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Shotgun snap to Lock. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And that might be Titan football. It is. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know a lot of Denver fans are really excited about the possibilities for Courtland Sutton now that Drew Lock is entrenched as their starting quarterback. Remember, last season, the last 5 games with Lock as the guy in charge, the team went 4-1. I think they'll only get better and better. As for the season, Courtland Sutton had 1,112 yards and 6 touchdowns with 3 different quarterbacks. Just put the ball in his vicinity, and he'll make a play.
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Broncos have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In clutch territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. To the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Complete to A.J. Brown.
Nice play on the ball by A.J. Brown, and he comes up with the reception. He had a terrific 2019 as a rookie. The first one since 1970 to go over 1,000 yards receiving and average over 20 yards per catch.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
14.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Well, no takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that poster out there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. Shoves him aside. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
From 17 yards out. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Now the extra point.
For the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hamler now to return it. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 30.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And
just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 36, Locke. Got Gordon open, completes it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter. But being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It was Jack Crawford who brought him down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Locke throwing complete here to Judy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Nice catch there by the rookie out of Alabama, Jerry Jeudy. And I am fired up to see the chemistry develop between he and Drew Locke, their quarterback. And in addition, Cortland Sutton, their Pro Bowl wide receiver from last year. This might be the best pair of receivers the Broncos have had since Demaryius Bebe Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders. This should be fun for Bronco fans to watch.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Seven, our score after one.
Score tied 7-7.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now a carry for Lindsey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball out of the backfield.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsey, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. 2nd rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it. But now McManus to tack on the extra point. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Philip Lindsey touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And we remind you, still one more game to get to before we put a bow on week 1. It comes up at the conclusion of this one. Titans and Broncos in the AFC from Mile High, and that ought to be one worth staying up for. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now it's Henry. Broken tackle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. This is Henry. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds Humphreys. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll look to run with Evans. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A 10-play drive that time. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. And Denver getting set to take the field. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch.
A 3-yard pickup. brings up 2nd and 7. At the
on 2nd and 7, Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Locke. He's got his tight end fan. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the first round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
On 1st down, it's Lindsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he is going to get this close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the Titans 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Gordon. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Locke able to get this to Gordon.
Locke's pass.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. That is caught at the 7. And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing on first down is Locke. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up second down.
He was covered by Kevin Byers.
To throw again, Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
And
now Locke again. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Is no good. The score remains tied.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 56 yards out. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the Falcons who were able to pick up the victory at home. 38-24 was the final. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati to check in on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting L.A. Chargers. Austin Eckler, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. 28-21, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
7 yards there and a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Again to Henry. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
His throw incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Pass caught left side by Humphries. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half. just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's first and goal. Henry's got it out on the left side. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So second and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. They'll give it to him up the middle and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans are going to take the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hamler now to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Broncos take over first and 10.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Locke will try again on second down. Throw to the right here to Gordon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
Drew Lock sacked. A fumble on the play.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Jackson to return. Pushes past him. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Titan football. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
and nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively. 2nd and 5. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
After the penalty, it's Henry. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Henry. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
By Kevin Byard. It's a gain of 9.
They'll go again with Lindsey.
At the 20.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
For a Denver Broncos.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He can't get him down. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
1st and 10 at the 45.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
On the carry.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now to the air. Lock. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Titans 28.
Welcome back now to Denver.
21.
It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And that will be incomplete. And that one off the mark. A little late with the throw.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run it. Freeman. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And it's 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Block. And his throw is incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
3rd down and 10.
Block working out of the gun. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, 4th quarter, the fans aren't the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw here.
47-yard line.
Fighting to stay upright. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
Derrick Henry with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And this one through the uprights and good. So that drive, 4 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver's offense ready to go again. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he will have a Broncos first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards.
Locke looks to throw it again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Locke to throw for it on 4th. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 40 yards. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
McManus now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown.
28.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run it again with Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. There he goes again. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Justin Simmons on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
Broncos 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now Drew Lock and the Broncos down by 2 touchdowns. Just over 1:40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Lock now on 1st down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Lock. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. 3rd down here.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Lock. And that is incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Lock. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down. Now Locke again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
To throw again on second down. Locke. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. From the gun, Locke. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
35.
So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Titans, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Denver, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.